As I said, as you guys have already read, I am in love with So Be It.
Well, good. We love you for loving it.
How did this film come to you?
You want to take that one?
Yeah, well, I have a friend who's a literary agent named Jason Dravis, and he told me about this book, and lo and behold, there was already a script written, so I got to read the book and the script at the same time, which doesn't really ever happen. And I couldn't say no. I had no intention of making this, but I just saw something that was so beautiful. I got inspired to buy it and start the process of making it. And then I had a relationship with him, and he took care of
came in with the money. I came in with the financing, but it was
a 4-year endeavor. But
wow.
But what was great about it is that we were able to come about everybody that was brought on creatively. They were brought on in a nice, timely fashion. At a great pace, and we thought out every decision, and we got incredible people involved on every level, and it seems to have just been like, you know, it evolved on a higher plane. It was really like touched from another world, you know.
Now, did it surprise the two of you with this script, with the book, because it was a New York Times bestseller, but it was deemed as a young adult, a children's book, and here it comes across, it is very much a family story, and it just touches every age range, every generation. Is that surprising to you as producers to see that happen in films?
I mean, I think as we first saw it at the end, and it surprised me a little bit, but there were some central themes that ran throughout: fight or flight, you know, the desire to find out where one comes from, which are really themes that adults deal with as well. So I was very pleasantly surprised that we didn't get pigeonholed into just that 9 to 12-year-old, 14-year-old kind of age range, and it does play very well for really all ages. I would say women a little bit more, but really from ages 9 to 90. So I was very happy that, and it's probably had a lot to do with Stephen Gyllenhaal and our relationship with the writers as well, who were out on set for the entire shoot, which is very rare for, as you know, a novelist. Yeah.
So I got to ask you, how tough was this casting? Because in this one, if one of those puzzle pieces fell apart, the whole film falls apart.
Yeah. Well, we had a great casting director named Richard Hicks, who casted Gravity and Zero Dark 30, and we brought him along as one of the first hires. So we got to think about that a long time too. The first important piece was bringing in Talitha Bateman. So we had a nationwide casting search, 3,000 submissions, and we got the greatest girl on the planet. She is going to win an Academy Award one day. She is a superpower actress, so this whole movie doesn't work as well as it does without Talitha Bateman. But we had a great director.
You do know that Jennifer Lawrence's first feature film, Poker House, premiered here at LAFF.
Well, we're following in some good footsteps.
Let's cross our fingers on that one. Give us the good mojo. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Steve,
and her career has turned out okay, right?
Oh, yes.
It's also great to be in business with someone like Stephen Gyllenhaal, because he is a consummate pro, and his take on the film, we didn't make a young adult movie, we made a commercial movie starring a young girl, and she's really like it's a superhero movie. That's what Stephen says, because she's a superhero. And I mean, I don't personally like all those movies that are at the multiplexes. I don't really, you know, my favorite. I like movies like this that make me feel something, that are important, that, you know, touch me. And I want to I like making movies like that. These are the kinds of movies that don't get made. So I'm proud of that.
So now, how soon will we see it in the multiplexes, kicking out some of those other kind of movies?
Well,
we're shooting for fall. That's what we're shooting for. Whether that gets pushed into December, November, December, holiday-ish,
that's all in negotiations as we speak.
It's a perfect award season movie, boys.
So yeah, you were pleased with the performances, right?
Yes, exceedingly so.
Yeah, I really love your reaction. You seem genuinely surprised and pleased with what you saw.
Oh, very, very much so.
I mean, you're one of the only people on the planet that have watched it yet, so it's like I'm actually want to ask you questions.
Ask away, ask away. Tell me, I want to know who your production designer was on this one. I didn't get a chance to check on that, but the production design in Bernie's apartment, and then as you go through the closet,
Yeah, wasn't that
is
great? That was one of the key expenditures of the whole film because we actually shot the whole movie in LA, so props to us. And we built the whole apartment on a soundstage in downtown Los Angeles, so we could fit all the cameras in there. Yeah, so, but we actually manufactured that whole apartment and then the other apartment, and we had to actually convert one to the next. When we were done making all the scenes in Bernie's apartment, we shot all the other stuff around Los Angeles and came back, and they transformed the Bernie's apartment into Mama's apartment, and then we, movie magic. So we shot that all on a soundstage.
absolutely visually beautiful. Visually beautiful.
Nelson, our exec producer, line producer, had a big part of making this thing happen. Just such a consummate professional.
Everyone that worked on the film, the entire cast, the entire crew. I mean, it was a real love fest. And I mean, I think Steven had most to do with that, but
Well, our production designer's name was Maya Siegel, by the way, and our costumer was Denise Wingate. So, and our DP Patrick, I can't say his last name.
It's
Merjua. He's amazing.
I love Patrick and I love his work, and that for me, the minute I saw Patrick was attached to this film, I was like, I knew I was in for a visual treat.
Wow. Well, we really appreciate your glowing words, and I hope everyone reads it, and I hope everyone wants to come and see this film and check it out.
Well, I hope so.
and last for many years.
Yeah, we feel like we made something that will be something that's seen from year to year and won't just go away. It's going to turn into something that's shown every holiday time, and it'll become a cult classic kind of a movie. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, trust me, it'll be in my home library. Guys, thank you so much. An absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Nice to meet
you. Oh, a joy.
Thank you.
Hugs too.
A joy.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys so much.